fifth or sixth. Is it the fifth meet? The sixth straight or one of them? I think it's the fifth straight. I think there's one more after this one back here at Rosehill on Saturday.
Yeah, and the track is stacked up very well. Yeah, it's a good credit to the staff here at Rosehill, and obviously the weather has been helpful as well, but we've had a bit of rain through that time, and I think a bit of natural rain does the tracks the world of good.
Well, we've had a little bit of rain. We've got a big storm again yesterday on Wednesday at Warwick Farm, a heavy track. What are you expecting on Saturday? About a 5?
I'd say 5 bordering on 4. Yeah, which is perfect. Fours, I think most trainers would be happy with 4s. A lot of the tracks in Sydney have been a bit firm through expectation of rain and it not coming. So I think they should be watering tracks regardless of rain coming or not.
Now, listen, first race, a couple of 2-year-olds here. Charge on debut, a little bit squeezed out of the gates in the trial, but geez, I thought it was a good trial.
It was. He didn't do things right though. Got his head up and just over raced a touch.
Looked like he had a bit of a motor.
He does, but it looked like a bit of nervous energy. So we could have gone back to the trials. In fact, he's entered for the trials tomorrow, but he is going to race. Because I think in a race they just go that half a second per furlong quicker. Okay. And I think that'll take him out of the comfort zone to put his head down and do things properly. So yes, he does have a lot of ability.
What about the other one? Osun, no doubt heading to Magic Millions, but was very good on debut.
Very good. Attacked the line strongly, just what you'd like to see with a horse having his first up run, got confidence from that and trained on well.
The pick of them?
Race experience is always the key.
It's a huge thing, isn't it? We saw that actually in that race of Osun, the thing of Portelli's that was able to win. Race 2, Sparky Lad. Looks to get a perfect run here.
Yeah, and he'll appreciate stepping up to the 1400, Richard. So gets a nice draw. I'd say settle 3rd, 4th, and be attacking late. It's a good top 3 chance.
Nothing in the highway. Just for Victoria, Weary's a great bloke, but you can't have Weary competing in the country cups when you've got 800 horses. It didn't look good. Anyway.
Why?
Well, because
that's like saying that David Hayes can't go to run in a Benalla Cup or a Wagga Cup.
No. It's specifically for those country horses, and he's got the facilities. I think when you get to a certain, they should put.
It's like saying Hong Kong horses can't run in the international meeting.
They represent the Hong Kong horses there.
Fair enough.
Gee, bro.
So Darren Ware represents the country horses of the country.
He's got 900 horses. It was the country cup.
Yeah.
No, well, it's not his fault. But I'm saying for that restriction on races, like they put restriction on races, I think that should be a restriction. I don't want you running in a country cup. I don't think city trainers should be permitted to take horses to the country areas except on cup days or feature meetings, because I think it's really affecting country trainers.
Right.
Race 4, Chris.
Do you think?
How
does Mark Duplessis go in the State of Origin?
Where's he from in the State of Origin? How's he? That's a good question. How's he in the State of Origin?
Don't know.
Where's his grandmother? What's his grandmother grew up on the back in Texas, Queensland, or somewhere?
Say it's more South Africa than New Zealand or Zimbabwe.
Yeah, but State of Origin. How are they in the State of Origin? The AFL goes good in the State of Origin. Aren't they jealous of our State of Origin?
You stick to doing your job, Richie, and let the others do theirs.
Overstep was a terrific run up here.
Yes, very caught wide. Ty did a great job under the circumstances and finished off well. She's settling well. She's ready for 1400. She'll be hard to beat.
Noir loved the win at Canterbury.
Yeah, she's not a big imposing filly, but gee, she's got some heart. So
barrier 1 big plus.
Even her runs last prep, she was always consistent. I think it's a big thing. She'll be very hard to beat. Probably our best of the day.
Miss Valentine? It was a good run.
Great run first up. There must have been a niggle with her last preparation, so just forget that prep. And prior to that, she was a pretty handy horse. So good to see her back in good form and should run well.
Diapason
won't run. She's going to be scratched. She's going to be saved for a trial and try and get a bit more fitness into her.
What about the 2,000 metre race? The Jockey's Trust Handicap. Hogman A first of all. Nice barrier.
Bit flat last run. Obviously raced at Flemington, tripped back. So we've just kept him ticking over, not too much hard work, and hope to see an improvement. Lee Megorian's Claim, good draw. Can be a bit slow away from a good draw, you can often get away with it.
Cars off, drawn awkward?
Yeah, go back, get cover and finish off strongly. He'll appreciate, like most horses, a bit of give in the track. Very firm when he raced last start, so Look, had he drawn a barrier, he probably would have been my top pick.
Mortar Platoon. This is the hardest race of the day. If you find the winner of this race, you're a genius, punters. Mortar Platoon.
He's just waiting for a good 4 track or a soft 5. He'll get that on Saturday. His runs have been really good. He's dead set waiting for a bit of giving it.
Tumultuous. Won the other. Won.
Yeah, forget all his wet track form and follow his good track form. He's not a bad horse, so he should get that on Saturday and therefore be competitive.
Lead choreographer, went far too fast the other day.
Yeah, so change of gear with him. We've put a Norton bit on, which gives the riders more control. Drawn a little bit awkward, but we'll still try and get some cover 3rd, 4th. I don't want him leading.
Mornington, badly weighted against a few others. He only had 53.5 the other day, but it was a good run.
Yeah, Kira McAvoy rides. He should get a lovely run from the good barrier. Probably drifted back a bit too far last start. He's another one that'll appreciate a bit of giving the track.
And Firebird Flyer, who led at Canterbury with a what was the other thing? The stablemate, God bless it. Baser was back in trim.
Firebird Flyer's knocking on the door. She's ready to go. So steps
Looked
up
tough for this race.
Yeah, but steps up to the right trip. 53.5. Kathleen O'Hara rides, and drawn well. Should run well.
Give Kathy a rap on Wednesday at Warwick Farm. She was on horse with Jason Curl. They all thought it'd be back last. Knew the only danger was going to be on top of the speed pecans. She was up there. Didn't get the chocolates, but geez, I love someone having a crack. What about race 6, Chris? Invincible. Soft draw this, and surprised everyone at big odds last time.
Yeah. He's obviously a very capable horse on his day. He's another horse that runs better on a good track, so I'd say it will suit him for Saturday. Drawn well, as you say, and back in form, and 3 kilos off again with Lee Maguri.
What do you expect from Leopari first up?
Boyce goes good first up. When he hasn't won, he's been unlucky. So I think he'll run a cheeky race with the big weight.
Zumbalina run?
No, Queensland.
Queensland, we've already spoke about it. New Universe. Good, aggressive, strong ride from Michael Walker. Got the job done in Melbourne last start.
Yeah, Kieran rode him to start before that and said didn't like the earmuffs at all. So we took them off as per his request, and different horse, and won well on a track that he hadn't really performed on the past. So he comes back up to Sydney, and he's drawn okay, settle, finish off strongly in the centre of the track.
Go to the last race, Chris. Sellerman and also the Avenger, but Sellerman first. Both got a little bit awkward gates.
Yeah, he's running in good form. Sellerman backing up from last Saturday, good 3rd in a strong race. This is probably a little bit easier.
What do you make of the Avengers first up run?
Disappointing. He'd only had the one sort of soft jump out at home, and I don't think it was enough. And when he was posted 3 and 4 deep and doing it tough, he found it tough. So he should bounce back to form.
Best at Rosehill on its home track for Christopher John Waller.
Noir.
I agree with you. I think it's taken the next step. It's a flash jacket. It'd look more at home at the Hunter Valley, don't you think?
It's very warm.
It is very warm. All the very best for the weekend.
Thank you.
Enjoy, everybody.